Hi, this is John from Bearable Traders, and I want to discuss my best and worst trade for 30 June 2021. As always, if you'd like this video, subscribe to the channel or hit the alert bell. That is muy caliente. Today's worst trade was on Tilray. This was a high day break trade where the high day was 1831. I neglected to write down the volume at entry or the RVOL, which I usually do. I can't tell you, neither was particularly special. I think RVOL was around 100 or below it, and volume was pretty standard. Pot stocks popped on news of a potential U.S. House bill on marijuana, so around 11:20, a lot of them started to move, and Tilray made a very strong move from the pre-market low up through the previous close, this black dotted line, up through the low of 2 days ago, this red dotted line, through the pre-market high, which is this magenta dotted line, and found its first real resistance at the R3 Camarilla pivot. And what we're doing here is trying to play this on the third attempt to get through here. So attempt 1, attempt 2, and then it's coming up one more time. And I like actually to take third attempts. I find that to be kind of a magic number for getting through resistance sometimes. The 1 minute volume was popping, but also erratic. So we entered on a nice popping volume bar, which is higher than the past 10 or 12 minutes, but we don't have the nice white step pattern coming up to the high of day here, which we want to see. So some good and some bad there. SPY was the definition of chop. It's just up and down. It's not really helping me. It's not really hurting me. I don't want to trade against a strongly descending SPY. But again, we do have a midday news catalyst here, so I'm not overly concerned with what it's doing. Took an entry at 1832 and got a bit of an initial move to 1840, but that's where we found our top. And it came back down to my entry, and I wanted to let R3 provide support and see if, as much as this was resistance on the way up, this could be support on the way down. So I had to give it a little bit of room to play. I'm not going to play exactly at 1825, but nor do I want to take much of a loss on this. So I didn't want to let it slip below 1820. I got all out at 1821 when it didn't look like R3 would hold, and that was the case. My best trade was on Bed Bath & Beyond. This was a high day break trade where the high day was 35.72. Volume at entry was about 10 million shares, and RVOL was about 500%. Bed Bath & Beyond had a very strong day today or it started off with one anyway, on raised fiscal 21 sales guidance and raised EBITDA, which is earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. This is a stock with 20% short float, so potential for a squeeze does exist. At the high day, it was already up 19.4%, but this is a stock which had a range of $27 to $44.51 on June 2nd. So it can really move, it can really squeeze, and it looks like it might have another day like that today. And what we're trading is the first real pullback of the day. There's a very minor pullback here, which probably wouldn't even show up on a 5 or 15 minute chart. But here on the 1 minute, we can see, the first real pullback off of a rather extended price action. 1 minute volume's looking nice up to the high day. We do have 3 white steps here. Rather have 4. 5 is even better, of course, but to have 3 is a good sign as it punches up to the high day. The SPY is trending down against me, but probably not too concerning in this case. Again, it's kind of like Tilray. It's kind of doing its own thing. So it's not like we have a crashing SPY. We just have a generally downtrending one, but this stock was very strong. Took an entry at 35.80 when the bid broke the high of day. So when the bid breaks 35.72, given the spread, we're getting in at 35.80. The only problem in this trade was the first partial was too early at 36.20. I thought I felt a bit of a price pause here. And given the strength and how much it could move, given recent history, given what it's doing today, I should have let it run a bit more. My next partial was much better, 50% off at 37.11 on the break of $37. Another great one at 38.69. I actually wanted to see if I could get close to 40 on some nice extension, but it really found indecision around 39. I took some off around there, and then set my stop at 38.50 and was all out at 38.39. So that's the best and worst for today. Thank you for watching. If you want, drop a comment below, and we'll discuss these trades together. Thanks. Bye-bye.